Hey loves, welcome, welcome. This is Caroline. Welcome to this new moon total solar eclipse in the sign of Gemini. This is going to be a short video today. There's just so much going on. I don't know about you guys, but this journey is taking a toll on my health, which has, could be ascension symptoms. But yeah, it's been a lot. So let's have a look at this chart. And yeah, let me know in the comments if you have also crazy things going on with your health. The sun and the moon are meeting up at 19 degrees of Gemini, and they are conjunct, they are close to the north node of destiny, which is why it's an eclipse. So this thing is actually going to be at 6:52 a.m. in New York. And this will, parts of the north, like I know like upper Canada, upper parts of Europe will be able to see this if they are up this, well, I guess it's later on in the day for them. But I know Canada, if they're up early enough, this will be visible, from the northern parts of the world. And what is so interesting about this eclipse is that the ruler of the eclipse, right? Because the ruler of the new moon is Mercury. So the eclipse is conjunct the ruler of the eclipse, and Mercury is retrograde. So just a lot of mental activity going on, a lot of mental revision. And it's also squaring Neptune right here. Dear old Neptune, I feel, has been squaring the nodes for so long, and now it's squaring, it's squaring Mercury, and it's squaring the sun and the moon. And when Mercury squares, Mercury creates confusion. It creates misleading, or it's just kind of not fully seeing the truth. Some things are hidden. 19 degrees of Gemini, 19 degrees is a Libra degree. And so I am going to very much predict that a lot of relationships are going to be shaken up for sure. Because whenever we have anything close to the North Node, it's really a shakeup of free will and fated events. It's really to realign us on our path and with our destiny. And I am going to drive this point home even further. I'm going to show you guys another chart. There is a cycle in eclipses that's called the Saros cycle. And the Saros cycle, all eclipses are cataloged. They belong to a bigger family, and we call this the Saros cycle. So most eclipses belong to a family of 70 to 80 eclipses that span around, 1400 years, something like that. They happen every 18 years. And if you want to know the flavor or the friendliness of an eclipse, you have to look at the mother eclipse of that Saros family. So the very first eclipse that happened on that series. Okay, so I'm going to share that chart with you guys real quick because it is fascinating. Let's here do this. Okay, let's share this screen instead. All right. So this is the mother eclipse of the eclipse that we're having on June 10th. Okay, so it's Saros eclipse family number 147. And it happened on October 12th, 1624. Okay, that's when the very first eclipse of this series happened. And look at this Libra energy. Remember how I said this is all about relationships? So the first eclipse happened also at 19 degrees, which is a Libra degree in the sign of Libra, conjunct Neptune this time, and conjunct the ruler of that eclipse, which is Venus in the sign of Libra. I mean, this is like, You know, Venus is personal love, relationship love, and Neptune is higher love and divine love. So, yes, I don't even know, you know, we've got Mars in the mix, the North Node is in Libra. I mean, this eclipse is really all about relationships. You'll be hearing about some shakeups in, you know, weeks to come. Let me get back to the previous screen. And it's kind of, yeah, it's also making a quincunx and in conjunction to Chiron at 18 degrees. And 18 degrees is kind of a difficult degree, to be honest with you. It's a Virgo degree, but it's a very, it's a difficult degree. And it is making an inconjunct to that new moon. So yeah, pay attention to relationships who have passed their prime, so to speak. Let's go back to the previous screen. Okay. We also have going on here, you know, we still have the Saturn Uranus square, that's going on all week. And I think it is next week that it will be exact again. But this time Saturn is retrograde and Uranus is still direct. So this will be very interesting, but it will be the continuation of whatever happened in February, because that was the first hit from the first square. We have our beautiful divine feminine, hanging out with the South Node for a little while longer. She is in retrograde. I don't know about you guys, but I am definitely feeling this wanting to be by myself, to be honest. Wanting to cut out any cycles of addictions, especially with being with the South Node. It's like just past karmic patterns that just are no longer working are coming up for review. And I can see it in my own life big time. The divine masculine sits at 2 degrees of Pisces. He's also about to go retrograde shortly. I think he's the next one. Yeah, he's the next one to go retrograde. The way that retrogrades work, you will never have a outer planet, anything beyond Mars. Okay, so Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. Okay, anything, so pretty much everything except for Venus and Mercury. When the planets go retrograde, it's because the sun enters the opposition to these planets. So down here. So the first one to turn on was, Pluto. So whenever the sun reached, somewhere around here where it's starting its opposition to Pluto, Pluto turned retrograde. And then when the sun hit, a little bit further, Saturn was the next one this year that went retrograde. So the next one will be Jupiter, and then we'll have Neptune go retrograde, and then we'll have Chiron go retrograde. And then when the sun is over here, later on in the year, probably like, September, October, then, Uranus is going to turn retrograde. So that's kind of how that works as well. So yeah, so our divine masculine, 2 degrees in the very spiritual, beautiful sign of Pisces, which is also a sign of Pisces is loss and karmic. Pisces is very karmic. Yeah, very karmic. A lot of loss, a lot of endings of, Pisces also rules addictions. So just kind of like a very interesting place to be in. It's not actually aspecting this new moon or this eclipse, but yeah, he's kind of just chilling over here, getting ready to review to pop back into Aquarius. And let's have a look here. We've got another crazy thing about this eclipse. We've got Mars at the anaretic degree of Cancer, which is, I'm kind of excited about Mars moving on into Leo, of another fire sign, because Mars is at detriment in the sign of Cancer. It doesn't like to be here. It's slow in a water sign. So thankfully, Mars will be moving on. It's been, yeah, I feel like it's been rough. I'll speak for myself. Mars in Cancer was no fun. But yeah, so luckily within the next few days, Mars will be moving on, leading the pack, leading the pack. Venus is catching up. Mercury will do its retrograde, conjunct with the sun, conjunct with the moon, and then turn direct. I believe it's in the third week of June. So there you have it, you guys. I am sending you so much love. Hang in there. These are just, really trying times. The collective energies are still crazy, still a lot of illusions going on. Anchor down. Be sure to drink lots of water. Be sure to keep your vessel clear by clearing lots of energy and doing daily energy clearings on yourself, which is such a must when we're on this journey. I am sending you guys so much love, and let me know down in the comments below what your ascension symptoms are. I will talk to you guys super soon.